My advice to the graduating class of 2026. A few days ago, I was looking at a graduation photograph from the class of 2026 in McAllen, Texas. Among the graduates was the salutatorian Gauri, the daughter of my friends Dr. Menon and Archana. Congratulations. As I looked at that photograph, I couldn't help but smile because her achievement brought tremendous happiness to her parents, to her grandparents, to her teachers, and to the family, and to the many friends who have watched her journey over the years. Moments like these are never celebrated by one person alone. They are shared by families, by mentors, by communities. And as I reflect on her achievement, I found myself thinking not about success, but about the journey that makes success possible. And that thought took me somewhere unexpected, to a Friday in 2007. Most people don't remember that day, but it was a day that changed the lifestyle, habits, and thinking of billions of people around the world. It was the day Apple released the original iPhone, June 29, 2007. The original iPhone entered the world in 2007. Less than a year later, Gauri entered the world as well. Since then, both have followed very different journeys of growth and transformation. One became a technology that changed the way billions of people communicate, learn, work, and live. The other became a young woman standing before her graduating class as salutatorian. Today, in 2026, I carry an iPhone 17 Pro Max in my pocket. Nearly 2 decades separate that original iPhone and the device we use today. The original iPhone already had texting, photos, a camera, a calendar, maps, and a web browser. For 2007, it was extraordinary. But compared to today's iPhone 17 Pro Max, it was only the beginning. What changed the world wasn't a perfect product. It was a product that kept getting refined year after year, generation after generation. And technology is not the only one example. Sometimes I watch Indian movies and admire some of today's finest actors. Their performances seem effortless. Their presence is commanding. Their craft is extraordinary. But when I go back and watch some of their earliest films from 20 or 30 years ago, I can hardly believe it is the same person. The confidence wasn't the same. The timing wasn't the same. The depth wasn't the same. Today what I see is not talent alone. What I see is years of refinement, experience, practice, failure, perseverance, growth. And that brings me back to the graduating class of 2026. Class of 2026, listen carefully. The world often celebrates the finished product, but it rarely applauds the process. The late nights, the setbacks, the sacrifices, the corrections, the quiet determination. Every physician was once a student. Every leader was once uncertain. Every entrepreneur started with an idea. Every expert began as a beginner. And every masterpiece began as version 1. Do not be discouraged by your first version. Do not compare your beginning to someone else's 20th year. The people you admire today are not simply talented, they have been refined through experience, through failure, through perseverance, through time. The iPhone 17 exists because someone had the courage to release version 1. Great actors became great because they keep showing up for the next performance. And your future will not be determined by how perfect you are today. It will be determined by your willingness to improve tomorrow. Start where you are. Build what you can. Learn what you must. Improve every day. Because the things that change the world usually begin as version 1. And greatness is rarely the product of talent alone. It is the result of years of refinement. Congratulations, Gauri. Congratulations, class of 2026. And congratulations, parents. Your version 1 begins today. Thank you for listening. I'm Manish Karia from Dr. Mani's Insights.